Welcome to the Jazz Ranch, hipsters, flipsters, finger-popping daddies, and groovy chicks. I'm your altered dominant ego man. And you know, the KH is going to be doing something called Killer Joe by Benny Golson. And Benny Golson, I'm going to give you his introduction to the song. He said it like this. We'd like you to meet a friend of ours who goes by the name of Killer Joe. Now picture a so-called hip cat standing on the corner in a neatly pressed, double-breasted, form-fitting pinstripe suit. Pair of pointed-toed shoes with bold white cinches around the soles. A black shirt, long white tie, well, we don't have that, but anyway. Black pencil mustache, we don't have that either. And of course, a very wide-brimmed black felt hat. Killer Joe always has a pocket full of loot, but only the kind that jingles. You see, he likes to play the horses. He's most certainly a ladies' man. As a matter of fact, he's always willing to accept cash contributions from them for any cause, namely his own. Now, the most important thing they have to know about Killer Joe is that you have to know that he is very much against manual labor. So now here we go with Killer Joe. Welcome, friends, hip cats, groovy chicks. Welcome to the Jazz Ranch. And I actually have to thank the Alter Dominant Ego Man for that introduction, because he actually told the story about Killer Joe, so I don't have to tell it to you again. And that's from the original recording that was done back in the, I'm going to say the early 60s. Or maybe even the late 50s. But anyway, this is the song Killer Joe. I'm going to be showing you how to comp on it, mostly comping, not soloing, and give you an idea how to play and comp rhythmically and what we call a vamp comping, and rather blues-oriented kind of song. So here we go with Killer Joe. I want to talk about the 3 positions for comping. And the first is going to be with the chord in the right hand and the bass note in the left hand. The second one is going to be the spread voicing, which distributes the harmonies between the 2 hands. And then the third one is going to be the rootless voicing in the left hand with octaves and fifths in the right hand. So those are the 3 positions. Now the first one, this one here, this is what I call the A form. In other words, it's the first inversion of a C7, then with the 9th added. So you're dropping the root, adding the 9th. So there's your C9 chord. Moves down to a whole step, the B flat 9. Those are the 2 chords. So like you have now you could keep the D on top for both chords. You could do it this way. Now next position would be to take this up to the 3rd inversion. So here's your root position, 1st inversion, which is the A form. Now go up to the 2nd inversion, go up to the 3rd inversion. This is the B form. Drop the root, add the 9th. So then you'd have this. Or you could do this. Keep that note like that. That's the first position. The second position now is what I call the spread voicing. You're going to have the bass note here. You're going to have the harmonies here. So you have root 7th, 3rd, 13th, like that. You see, spread out between the 2 hands. So now goes down a whole step like that. You can connect them like that if you want. Now you can also keep that note on the top both times for both chords, like this. Or even this, you could do this. So that's position number 2. Now we're going to go into the rootless voicings. Now, the rootless position is going to be like taking what was in the right hand in the first position and putting it in the left hand. So there's the A form. Now with that I can add like that, like that, or I could do this voicing, or I could do this voicing like that. Let's see what I'm adding. Got 3rd, flat 7, 9. There's your 5th. There's actually your root, so there is a root in the right hand, and there's the 3rd doubled there. So that's one good voicing. Another one you could do, expand this here like that. That's a good one. So now you have octaves and fifths in the right hand. Now to move up to that's the A form. To move up to the B form, you're going to go up to 3rd inversion, right? Root, 1st inversion, 2nd inversion, 3rd inversion. Now drop the root, add the 9th. Now I can use this position here. Or I could do this. Actually, this is probably the best, like that. Or I could do, add that, or this. For the bridge, I'm using your basic spread voicing like this. So 110, 17, 110, 17, 17. Then I go up to here to block chords. Then we're back to. So that's all there is to the bridge. Just spread voicings. So the basic idea of this song is that you're playing a vamp. So you're just playing the 2 chords, the C13 to the B flat 13. They're dominant 7th chords. So like that. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2. Now you can mix it up. You can play that rhythm. That's the basic rhythm, but you could do it. You could do this. Put connecting chords. Or you could maybe change the rhythms, like maybe. Give it some variety. See, so there's a lot of possibilities here, but it's very simple. Just keep that groove. People often ask me, does my book complement my videos? And it does. And this is a particular example where it does in chapter 21 of volume 2, rhythmic comping in the left hand. Now, the same principles are going to apply if you're comping with two hands. But in this particular chapter and lesson, I'm talking about comping in your left hand to accompany a melody in your right hand. Now, if you try to get into Berkeley, they're going to test you on this in the audition to see how well you can comp in your left hand while playing a melody in your right. And then also see, they'll want you to comp with a horn player, to accompany a horn player or a singer or play in a band, and see how well you comp with both hands. But the principles apply here. Now, I give you theory, an example, and then you actually have a song written out with all the comps there. But the examples here now are 4 types of hits or comps, chords. You can have a long beat, long note on the beat. You can have a long note off the beat or on the upbeat. You can have a short hit on the beat, or you can have a short chord on the upbeat or on the offbeat. So those are 4 possibilities, and now there's actually 8 possibilities because you have 8 eighth notes in a measure, so it can hit on any of those beats, upbeat or downbeat, either long or short. And usually it will contrast with the melody. It'll be off the melody rhythm, or it'll be supporting the melody rhythm. Signing off from the Jazz Ranch. Thanks so much for joining me tonight. Please write to me. I love to hear from you, and I always try to respond if you just give me some time. And I'm going to sign off with the words of Hermie Dressel. And people ask me, well, who is Hermie Dressel? Well, he was a great friend of mine. He had an office in New York City. He produced records. He was a drummer, jazz drummer, and he was an all-around great guy. And every time I leave his office, his last words were always, swing loose. And we'll see you next time around. Bye-bye.